Hi, Giselle. I'm here to show you a project that is part of my friend's 60th birthday party, which I created, and the album is now in Kingston. So I promised that I'd show it to you when I videotape it. But I just want to show you how I did the little frames in the picture in the pages of the album. So. Here's an example, and here's another example. There's so many different variations that you can make, and they're really cute. And in here, I'm going to show you how to insert a little photo. Okay, so we're going to start. All right. I got the inspiration from these little sticks. These little, the chocolate with the cream inside. And I looked at them one day and I said, oh, they're really cute. I wonder what I could do with these. And I did make some angels with them, but I'll show you that another day. But then I thought, oh, maybe I could create some frames. And that's how I got the inspiration. Funny how things happen sometimes. So, little piece of fabric, cotton. I've already cut them out. I've made two for you. This is what they're going to look like. Okay, so you glue the little stick onto the fabric. It's better if you pick a fabric that has tiny flowers so that the pattern shows up on the sticks. Just a suggestion. And I also suggest that you get yourself one of these, a very cheap, what do you call these mats? It'll come to me in a second. Anyways, yeah, when I remember, I'll tell you, because you can take the glue out and it doesn't damage anything. So, okay, so little stick, strip of glue on the stick. Okay, you place your little stick in the center of the material because you want to be able to move it around without gluing your fingers. Okay, then you overlap the fabric on one side first. Okay, overlap the fabric. Glue the fabric onto the stick. Silicone mats, that's what they're called. I knew it would come to me. Silicone mats, and they're not very expensive, and they save you a lot of aggravation. When the glue falls, you can just peel it off. Silicone mats. So you think I paid $1.50 or $2 at the Dollarama? So it was a good deal. So you're going to, your fabric is going to be wider, or way wider than the stick, but the reason for that is because it's easier to work with and you don't glue your fingers, and then it's easier to cut the excess out. Okay, so I see that I still have a little bit more to go here. Okay, so other side, fold it to the on top of the one you already did. Okay, you won't see this part because this is going to be glued onto a project, so you won't see the side that's not finished. Okay, then little strip of glue here again. Okay, fold it over. Yeah, I'm in focus. Then what you want to do is you want to cut the fabric to the size of the stick so that you see the molded end of the stick, because they look really cute when you see them like that. Okay, so just cut them until you get the shape of the stick. And again, you won't see the edges because you're going to be gluing your different ornaments, your little lace and your flower, and so you won't see that. Okay, so it's looking cute already. See, if you use a pattern with small flowers, then you don't lose the design, but if you use the big flowers pattern, then you don't see it because you kind of lose it in the stick. It's still colorful, it's still cute, but this is the way I see it anyways. So, okay. So it's basically, so I've got the third stick, third side of the frame that I'm gonna make. Last one. Try to glue the stick, put the stick in the middle. It's easier to overlap the two pieces of fabric like this. Okay. Again, you've got way more material than you need, but that's fine. Okay, let's see. If we've got too much, we don't want too much because it creates too much bulk, and it loses it. You kind of lose the shape of the little stick at the bottom. So you want to keep it as much as possible with the same shape. Okay. Yep, that should do it. So I'm going to glue one side of the fabric. Then glue the other side to overlap it. And if you see that it's too much fabric, just cut it out. Once one side is glued, it's easier to manipulate. Got fabric all on my sweater. Okay. So now I'm going to glue the other piece. Constantly vacuuming and sweeping, and that's what happens when you're crafting. You have to put your stuff away, or it's a real mess. Okay, so cut it to see the shape of your little stick. She's looking so cute. Okay, so you've got your 4 little sticks, which we're going to create a frame with. These little pieces of fabric. It's okay, I'll clean it up after again. Okay, now what you want to do is, of course, create the frame. So you're going to start with one little stick on top of the other, and make sure that you sort of leave a little edge that's showing, so that it just looks cuter like that way. Okay, the rounded edge, let it show. Okay, and just look at your sides and see where it's not finished, where it's cut, so that you don't have too many things to hide. Okay. More glue. You want to make sure that your little frame stays together. Okay, so this side is the better side. Again, overlap it a little bit so that the rounded edge shows. Try to make them more or less even. But it's like a country frame, so don't worry about too much about it. It's supposed to have that homemade look to it. Okay, so you've got, it's almost all done. Now the last one. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to glue it right there. Not too much glue, but enough to hold it. Okay, get these glue strands out of here. Okay. Now, all we have to do is embellish it. Now, this kind of frame is good for a picture of, because if you want a picture of a person, that's what I did. Let's see. This little girl here, her face is about 1.5 by 1.5, so she fits right here perfectly in this little frame. See how cute it looks? Try to get something, if you're going to do a person's photo, something that's close up so you can see it very nicely. Okay, so that is one of my little cousins from Italy. I have many cousins. Okay, now you've got to decide how you're going to decorate it. So many ways. I chose this little daisy here. I'm going to cut out the end, the stem that sticks out here. You don't need it. In fact, I usually remove the even the little green thing here because it won't show anyway, so try to make it as flat as you can so that it's not difficult to glue. Take the plastic thingy out from behind the flower. Okay, so what I did is I totally removed the center and I put another center so that the flower will be flatter and easier to glue, and then I put my own center. I put flat back pearls. There we go. Okay, so I am going to glue my two, because this comes in layers, it comes off in layers. Little circle of glue. Glue your first side of your daisy, and then the other one put on top. Okay, and to make your center, what I did is, to make my center anyways, I chose a flat back pearl. glued it in the center. It's just as nice as that yellow, and much easier to work with. Little circle of glue. See? It's nice. Okay, now I have as well this kind of cord. It looks like I don't even know what you call it, but it's a natural looking string. I don't really know the name of it, but again, it'll come to me later. So it's like raffia or something. Yeah, like a raffia. And I tied a little bow. So I want to glue that on here, on that side, on one of the corners. Okay. All right, and then if you want, on the other side, you can place, no, I think this is too much because I've already got a flower. So I'm trying to think what I can, I'm going to look at these and see what I did with these. Okay. Yeah, I also put a flat back pearl on top of the raffia, which looks really cute. Never have enough of these. They're so pretty and cheap to buy. Okay, so I'm going to put a little dab of glue here on top of the raffia. Okay, there you go. I'm going to get a little gem. That would be cute on the other side. So my little gems are here. You can also put like here, these marabou feathers here if you want, but I'm not gonna look for them right now. I am going to stick with the little gems. These little gems are also very inexpensive. Isn't this one cute? It's like green. Maybe I'll put two of them. One pink and one green. Yeah, that looks kind of cute. So, little dab of glue again. This is a very small surface, so don't glue your fingers. Did I say don't glue your fingers? I think I just almost did, but not quite. So it gives it kind of a little bling to it. It's very cute, like this. I like it. I didn't do that before. Okay, so you've got a little frame. It's very pretty. So what I do, I keep you know how these packages that you buy with products and everything, they're always covered with acetate, this kind of stuff. So I use that to cover, to put behind here so that the picture is protected. And then behind that, I used a little piece of cardboard to solidify it. So I'm going to get a little piece of cardboard. Okay. So just a simple piece of cardboard, the size of the back here. And then you can always cover that with that sparkly sheet that I'm going to show you so that it doesn't show. And you're going to glue, just put a little dab of glue on the 4 edges, okay? And here you're going to leave it loose so that if you want to, you know, insert your picture later, you can, you know. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue. If you haven't decided, you know, if you're making an album like I did. Okay. So you can actually only glue 2 sides if you want. It makes it easier. Glue 2 sides and then leave the other 2 sides free so that you can slip your picture in there. Actually, what I should have done is I should have glued the piece of acetate first. Well, we'll just take this out. Okay, so glue your piece of acetate onto the cardboard like this. And the picture is going to go between the acetate and the cardboard. So the cardboard's not going to show. Okay, so you just want to glue right at the edge here, just so the acetate sits on the little piece of cardboard. That's all you want to do. Small piece, small dab of glue, circle. Okay. Place your acetate and again, a good idea, which I forgot, is to glue only 2 sides. Glue these 2 sides at the bottom and leave this free so that you have the option to place your picture if you want to do that later. You can create your frames and then do the pictures later. That's an idea. Okay, so you got your little place here where you're gonna glue your slip in your picture. Okay, and then glue this to the back of your frame like this. So here's your side where you're going to slip your picture. And if you want to slide the picture first, if it's easier for you, do that. And then after you've done that, after you've inserted the picture here, then glue the cardboard behind here. Okay. I'm just going to not put a picture there right now because I want to show you how the project ends. Then you're going to put a little dab of glue yeah, it's not going to show because the edge is bigger than the cardboard. So a little dab of glue here on one side, one corner. Dab of glue on the other side. Third side, sorry. and at the edge here, to make your 4 corners. Okay, so at this point you would have a picture in there, but I don't. Doesn't matter, because I just want to show you the project, and I don't have a photo to insert in here. Let's see, do I have just a